Hey guys, Mr. Mewman back here again today, and today I'm back here with another master set, this one being the latest expansion, Fusion Strike. So of course Fusion Strike just released, and as of now this is the largest English TCG set that we have received. But before I go into that, just a couple details that I would like to point out. This set has over 500 cards, so 501 total cards. So the 284 cards in the set, 217 reverse holos, and I am including only one exclusive as of now. Hopefully more will be added later. But just a note real quick, as I mentioned, 500 cards plus. I would like to point out that there are only 40 full arts and secret rares in this set. That is significantly less than Chilling Reign and Evolving Skies. So Chilling Reign had 74 and Evolving Skies had 72. So even though the set itself is larger than those, there is a lot less secret rares and full arts. All right, so another thing here. So about a year ago, we were just at 400 subs, and now we are over 4,000. So I want to thank everyone out there for their support, for liking and subscribing. And for those that are new, please consider liking and subscribing as well. So let's get on to the actual binders themselves. So with this set being over 480 cards, which is what we usually use in our quadros, we have decided to use not one, but two Ultimate Guard Zipfolios. This is going to be the 3 across. So we tried a couple of different things. We tried a top deck binder that has 504 spots, but when putting all the cards in, it seemed really crowded, and I really didn't like it as much. A couple other options we had was running a normal set and then a reverse holo set, so keeping them separate, but I do like to keep those cards next to each other. So what we have decided on is basically cutting off around halfway through the set and starting up in the second binder. So with that being said, let's get into this master set. So we start here, and as I mentioned, I like keeping the reverse holos next to the normal commons. At first I did have them in a separate binder, but I do like having them next to each other. So Caterpie, Metapod and Butterfree, Shroomish and Breloom, Breloom V, Pansage, Simisage, Swaddle, Swadloon, and Leviani, Maractus, Shelmet, and Excelgor, Virizion, Phantump, Trevenant, Gruben, Jupiter, and Araquanid, then Serena V, Rillaboom V, and the Gigantamax form of Rillaboom VMAX, Gossifleur and Eldegoss. We have Appleton V, Zarude, Vulpix starting with the fire Pokemon, another Vulpix, two different Ninetales, Growlithe and Arcanine, and then Slugma. Moving into Magcargo, Victini, Pansear, Simisear, Chandelure V and Chandelure V Max, Heatmore, Oricorio, two different Cinderaces, and then of course the Gigantamax version of this Cinderace V Max. Going into not one but two different Sizzlepedes and two different Centiskorches. And then we have Shelter, Cloyster, Staryu and Starmie, Lapras. Now I'm moving into one of my favorite starters in Totodile, Croconaw, Feraligatr. We have Marill and Azumarill, Quillfish, Mantine, Mudkip, Marshtomp, and then Swampert, Clamperl, Huntail and Gorbis, Panpour, Simipour, Basculin, Darumaka and Galarian Darmanitan, Greninja V, Clawitzer, Crabominable V, Fukamuku, Inteleon V, and the Gigantamax form of Inteleon V Max, Choodle and Dreadnought, Arrokuda and Barraskewda, Snom, and then Frostmoth to finish out the water Pokemon. Going into Pikachu V, starting out the Lightning, Voltorb and Electrode, Plusle and Minun, Shinx, Luxio and Luxray, Rotom and Tynamo, Electric, Electros, Helioptile and Heliolisk, Charjabug and Vikavolt, and Zeraora. We have Bolton V and Bolton V Max, Toxel, another version of Toxel, and we have, of course, two versions of Toxtricity. We have Morpeko, and then starting with the Psychic, we have Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, and Jinx. We have Mew V and Mew VMAX, of course. This is the main mascot of the set. Snubble and Gramble, Corsola and Galarian Cursula, Mawile, Deoxys with all 3 stamps there, Muna and Musharna, Sigilyph, Meloetta, Sandygas, Palisand, Indeedee, Dreepy, Dracloak, and this is our only exclusive that we currently have is a non-holo Dragapult that came in the Build and Battle kits. And then we have the holo version and then the reverse holo version. So as of now, only one exclusive, and my guess is we probably will eventually see at least one, but we don't know when that will be released. So going into the fighting Pokemon, Sandshrew and Sandslash, Mankey and Primate, Geodude, Graveler and Golem, Onix, Steelix, and Gligar. Then we have Gliscor, Makuhita, Hariyama, Baltoy, Claydol, we have Lucario V, Drillbur, Landorus, and Pancham, Stuffle and Beware, Clobbopus, Grapploct, Phalanx, and another Phalanx. And you can see that we decided to stop here. There are a few pages left, so we debated whether or not we just wanted to keep going and then just stop at the last page or find a good break point. We decided to start, or decided to stop after the fighting, because now when I switch to the second binder, the first page is laid out pretty well with Gengar V and VMAX, Tyranitar V, and then the Galarian Zigzagoon, Lanoon, and Obstagoon line. So we liked how this was the first page of the second binder instead of just cutting off in the middle of the set. From there, we move on to Carvana and Sharpedo, Absol and Krogunk, Toxicroak, Darkrai, Trubbish, Garbodor, Zorua, Zoroark, Volibee and Mandibuzz, Pangoro, Yveltal, Impidimp, Morgrim, and Grimmsnarl, a dark type of Morpeko. Starting the Steel Pokemon, we have Galarian Meowth and Galarian Berserker, Skarmory and Excadrill. We have Durant, Genesect V, which is a very playable card, Klefki, Togedemaru, Meltan, and then Melmetal, Corviknight, Cufant, Capparaja, and then starting with the Dragon Pokemon, you have Latios, Goomy, Sliggoo, Goodra, and Turtonator. Going into the normal type Pokemon, Meowth, Persian, Dodrio V, Chansey and Blissey, Kangaskhan, Eevee, Snorlax and Dunsparce, Stantler and Smeargle, Skitty, Delcatty and Baneri, and then Lopunny, Bunnelby, Diggersby, Howluncha, and then Greedent V, Greedent VMAX, Rookidee, Corvisquire, 2 different Wooloos, and we finish off the normal Pokemon with Dubwool. Going into the trainers, we have Adventurer's Discovery, Battle VIP Pass, and Bugcatcher, Chili, Silent, and Cress, Cook, Cramomatic, Cross Switcher and Cross Seaver, Dancer, Elisa's Sparkle, Farewell Bell, and Judge, Power Tablet, Quick Ball, Schoolboy, Schoolgirl, Shauna, Sydney, Skaters Park, Spongy Gloves, and the last card before the full arts will be the Fusion Strike Energy. Another reason we decided to cut the fighting off and start with the dark is because it lined up really well, because now the centerfold of the binder lines up with your full art page here. So I will hold this up so we can see all the different full arts. So as I said before, there are 40 full arts and secret rares together, compared to the Chilling Reign and Evolving Skies that had 74 and 72. So we start with one of my favorite arts I think I've ever seen here is this Celebi V, of course, one of my favorite Pokemon. Serena V, Chandelure, Crabominable, Bolton, the normal Mew, the alternate art Mew V, the alternate art Sandaconda, and Hoopa. Going to the other page, we have Genesect and the Breakdancing Genesect, Greedent, and the alternate art Greedent. So not very many full art Pokemon in this set, so we move on to the trainers in Chili, Silent, and Cress, Dancer, Elisa's Sparkle, Schoolboy, and Schoolgirl. From there, we move on to the remaining trainers in Shauna and Sydney. And now our Secret Rare VMAXs, so our Rainbow Chandelure, our Alternate Art Inteleon VMAX, Rainbow Bolton VMAX, Rainbow Mew VMAX, the Alternate Art Mew VMAX, right next to that Alternate Art Espeon VMAX, which is right next to that Alternate Art Gengar VMAX, 3 of my favorite cards in this set. From there, we move on to the Rainbow Greedent before we going into the Rainbow Trainers in Chili, Silent, and Cress, Dancer, Elisa Sparkle, Schoolboy, and Schoolgirl. We have Shauna, Sydney, and our gold shiny in this set is Flaffy. So now we get to the last cards in this set, being the Power Tablet, the Training Court, and our final 2 energies to complete all our energies in the Grass and the Fire energies. So quite a large set, but as you can see, compared to our other master sets, there's a lot less full arts and a lot less secret rares. So don't let the size of the set deceive you. There are a lot less, I would say, the full arts and the secret rares, making it a little bit easier to collect than it may look. So we decided on the 2 binders. There's a lot of other ways out there that you can do that. So let us know down below what you decided to use for your binders, whether you decided to get a larger one, split it into 2, or maybe you just decided to pull the full arts and the secret rares out. But that's how we have this laid out. We want to thank you guys for joining. We'll be back with our next set, Brilliant Stars, when that comes out in a couple months. But thanks for joining again. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.